Hello, quilting friends. I'm back. Wow, it's been a while. I am back at home. If for those who don't know, I normally come and do a live video every Tuesday at 2:30 in the afternoon. But I've been traveling. I'm at the season of my life where I'm back and forth with my mom. Fortunately for my family, my sister lives literally on the same street as my mom. So I usually just go when she is on holiday, and she was away for a couple weeks, and I just moved to her house. Now that took me out of my house and it took me out of my studio. So I am back home. I didn't get much work done while I was there. It took more time and emotional energy than I expected it would. So I was sewing at night, and I did finish some really fun projects at night with my sister's dog. And one thing I didn't mention that I left at my sister's house is I bought a pack of mini erasers, like 400 of them, and I just hid them all over her house. So I get texts now. I found another 5 erasers, which is pretty funny until I realized that she's coming to stay at my house for my daughter's baby shower. So I think some of those erasers are coming back to me. But I'm just getting back into working because I got home. I took one day to rest because it was exhausting and driving. And yesterday was construction because they're finishing. I have a handicapped accessible bath now, which is lovely because I'd rather not get injured in my own bathroom now that I am disabled. It's a back injury. I just have a paralyzed leg. Life is beautiful. I just now have a walk-in shower and everything's smooth and wonderful. But I'm finally up to the point of opening my mail. I have missed you all, and I am looking forward to getting back to work. So leave me a comment to let me know that you're here, and we'll chat. But I am opening my mail, and I had some fun stuff I thought I would show you. So before I left, I put in a big order from lindas.com, and it's a quilting supply site. So I haven't opened any of my mail yet. Let me open a box. Ugh. So I have this box. And this one, I will admit, I did slit open because this is the same size box that I expect something else in. So one thing did I order from Linda's? The best rotary cutter on the planet. So now that I am going to be spending significant amounts of time staying at my sister's house, she's retired now and traveling more. So I wanted a spare rotary cutter of the one that I use. So this is a rotary cutter from Quilter Select. It is an Alex Anderson tool, and I'm just going to get rid of the rest of my rotary cutters. This really isn't worth it for me to have anything else. This is really comfortable to use. It fits well in my hand, and I love it. So I was good to get a spare one of those. Ding. Box number 2. My husband remembered me while I was gone because he was carrying in my packages. So let's see. I have another package here, my handy dandy. My little cutter is from Olfa. I buy these. These are my little package cutters, which I love. Let's see what's in here. So I got, what's this one? I got a quilt backing. It's just a basic gray, and this is extra wide fabric, which I think I can cut this into 2 or 3 quilt backs for my smaller baby quilts. So it was just really economical to get it that way. I got a chalk pad for my pounce, which is great to work with all the stencils. I do a lot of videos with stencils and chalk. I got some replacement rotary blades from Fomore. Who doesn't need more of these? They threw in a pair of scissors, which was nice because I spent a lot. So I got some scissors. I got a spool of piecing thread and a box. But I also got a spool of I've lost the name, Glide. This is a quilting thread that has some sheen to it. And I know a lot of long arm machine quilters live by this. This is the only thread they use. So whenever I want to try a new thread, I get a thread that's white or off-white, just something that I can use on anything. And so I'm going to be playing with this to see how it works. The Aurifil I got, because whenever possible, I do like to piece with Aurifil. I just got a basic gray. And again, I have 2 sewing rooms now. So I have my travel bag packed, and I want to keep my basic sewing supplies in there, a second rotary cutter, my basic threads and bobbins and such. So I got some refills on that. And let me see, I got one more thing over here. I got a box of batting because y'all know that I finish a quilt or 2 every week. But what you might not know is just how much batting that takes. So they had a batting sale when I ordered, and I thought I would try it. Let me see if I can pick up this box. Bear with me. So I have a box of batting here. And this is a short box. You're like, this isn't very tall batting, which is true. Because I got batting that came on a board, which means it's double folded. So it's not going to take up the room of a gigantic roll of batting. Also, I like to do the smaller bolts whenever I'm trying a new batting. So this was... There, this isn't taking up too much room. So this is the batting I ordered. And it is, let's see if they'll tell me what it is on here. Hobbs Heirloom 96-inch wide on 15 yards. So that should last me a good while, which is lovely. And I noticed after I put in my order, they started carrying my favorite batting that I use. So this is a 60-inch roll of Quilter's Dream polyester. And I use it's only 60 inches and it's not folded. It's a 60-inch wide. It's really great for me to put all of my smaller quilts on. The leftovers, I baste them together. I baste the leftovers together for scrap quilts. But whenever I do a larger quilt, I still use this, and I only quilt half at a time. That's a class that I'm going to have coming up soon on how to have a large quilt on your home sewing machine, and you can split your batting. So you only put in half the batting at a time, and you can split your backing. So you'll see some of these things on here. Let me see. Did I go to the chat? Oh, there we go. Hello. Sorry, I didn't have the chats turned on. I was like, oh no, no one's talking to me. Let's see. Gina, happy you're back. Glad I had time with my mom. Yeah, I cut her hair, and we had dinners and just troubleshooted and kept her company and stuff like that. Mom does not need hands-on care, but we're also not leaving an 85-year-old woman who lives alone and doesn't drive by herself. So it works out really well. Let's see. I have Deb. Hello from cold central Ontario. You saw I was hiding erasers. It was fun. And it'll be really fun until my sister does it back to me. Someone didn't think this through. That would be me not thinking it through. But you got to have fun with what you do. My sister and her husband are retired newly and want to travel. And so my season of life is going to be spending half of my time there while they're doing the things that they've been waiting to do. So I had my season where I stayed home with my kids, and now I have my season where I fulfill some responsibilities toward my mom as well. So my next order is going to be another roll of 60-inch, because 60-inch Quilter's Dream polyester. I don't have much left. This is maybe a quilt or two's worth. What really sucked me in about Linda's. Okay, so I traveled for a living. I traveled 200 plus days a year. I love me a good rewards program. So I live in New York, the land of the best pizza. I don't care if you live in New Jersey. I don't care if you live in Chicago. My opinion is New York pizza is the best. So I love New York pizza. However, when I travel all over the world, all over the country for this, and have uncertain food supplies, you don't have the pizzas like we have here, so you kind of have to go to pizza chains. Papa John's is a reliable pizza. I'm not a big fan of Domino's, just personally. So I get Papa John's pizza whenever I travel, and you get some really good Papa reward points, and Linda's does the same thing. So you can earn free money and gift certificates and things like that. So I'm still learning what the system is on there. Do you have a good rewards program? Because that just makes me really happy having a rewards program. So I ordered enough that the rewards program gave me a pair of scissors, and these are Material Boys designed for lindas.com, and they're fabric scissors, which means my husband can't touch them. It's very nice to have another pair of fabric scissors because I need to have some of mine sharpened. So I'm looking forward to, you can hear I'm doing laundry. I'm just getting settled in from my travels. Next weekend, weather depending, I will be in Syracuse, New York at Calico Gals. Now, the reason I can take events like that is it's only like a 4.5, 5-hour drive for me. It's not that far. And if they have snow, I'll have snow. And if I have snow, they'll have snow. And we know that as long as I cancel the hotel 2 days ahead of time, there's no airfare involved. So we figured it was worth taking a risk. So if you are in the area of Syracuse, New York, and want to check out some quilting classes on long arm quilting machines, as well as stationary long arms, you can go to Calico Gals and check out the classes, understanding that they're weather permitting. I'll drive in a little snow, but I don't like driving in the mountains, if it's actually a real snowstorm. So that's coming up. Also, I can show you some of the things that I was doing while I was in Pittsburgh. I just finished this. It's just missing the seaming on the bottom. So this was a Christmas gift from Lisa Bonjean at Primitive Gatherings to her customers whenever you spent a certain amount. And as you see, I spent a certain amount. It's not my fault. They make a lot of nice stuff. I'm actually the victim here, is what I'm saying. The quilting supplies, they make such good stuff and have such good deals. It's like I have to buy it. So what she did at Christmas was if you spent a certain amount, or the holidays, whatever holidays you celebrate, she gave you the pattern and the flannel and the wool for this. So I stitched this while I was at my mom's. And I just have to seam it up, and this will be for my niece, my nephew's wife, for Christmas. So Christmas present for next year, done. Is that just darling? It's kind of big for a bowl filler, but it's really just big enough for decorative, and her kids will be able to play with it because she's got 2 of the cutest great nieces and nephews of mine in Pittsburgh. So I did that, and what else? I made this. I will be quilting this up soon. This is a squared away, one of my favorite cutie quilts. And I will be quilting this to put online, so you'll get to see it. But everyone kept asking in the pictures what the fabric was, because isn't it just magical? I got so many comments on the fabric. Let me see if I have the extra fabric. Well, the fabric, it might be in my suitcase box. My sewing machine case. Wow. In my sewing machine case, it is Birdsong from Pat Sloan. So you can check that out. Ask if your fabric, your local quilt shop has it. It's Birdsong from Pat Sloan at Ben Artex. So it was just this really, I don't know. I can't really describe it. It has like an early 70s feel, but it kind of has that Holly Hobby vibe, but isn't really the harshest blues and oranges. It's just really lovely, and I had to have it. So this was one I made for fun for me. And then the other one started out fun and ended up fun, but the middle was a bit of a slog. I made, this quilt is called Fast and Furious. I have full picture up on my socials. I get the subscription box from Primitive Gatherings, and I'm due to get another box shortly. I think it'll ship tomorrow. It's supposed to ship mid-month. And my goal is to finish my boxes, what's in them before the next one comes, because it comes every other. So I made it. But this was 70,000 flying geese, which was a lot. And these are 1.5 by 3 inch, and they're all pressed open, and it'll be a joy to quilt. I'll put it on YouTube whenever I quilt it. But my sister's kitchen will never be the same. These little threads are there forever now until I go back again in July. I don't mind telling you when I travel or when she travels like this, because I'm at her house and my husband's at my house. So it's not like I'm saying, I'm leaving, come rob me, or she's leaving, go rob her. We're just changing locations because I can stay and babysit my sister's house and her dog and get some more sewing done. But that means I have a week now to get caught up. I'm getting the laundry done. I'm still trying to clean up some construction stuff. It's not done yet, but they're taking a day off today. The countertop is in for my bathroom. We're waiting for a barn door, and we're waiting for one more, two towel bars, I think, and one grab bar. There's a grab bar that stands up against the wall and then lays down for the toilet. And I have to do that because if there's one that just sticks out, it blocks the entrance to the shower. It's a little bathroom. So that'll be next week. But I have a lot of quilting to do. And what I have, one of the first things I hope to do is get your newsletter out, get your 21 days from Quilt Talk to Quilted finished. I have a lot of the videos finished. I don't have the second way of quilting finished yet because it decided to be a problem. And the night before I left, I did not have time for it to be a problem. So I said, good enough, and walked away. I feel bad delaying the content for you, but since it was free, I figure you'll forgive me and understand that I'm doing what we do. Most of us have been in a situation where we've raised children. Most of us have been in a situation where we've cared for our parents. So it's just the understanding in the lives of quilters. So just wanted to say thank you to lindas.com for letting me know they were there. This is my first order from them. Super duper happy. My husband had no problem getting everything in for me. And I know I sell stencils, but I don't sell pounce. They have the pounce there at lindas.com, and you can order bonus points and get your piecing thread and your rotary blades and all of that fun stuff. So I am going to finish my laundry, start getting back to work, and getting back on the socials. So it's good to see you again. I will be here again Tuesday at 2:30. I hope that might be the day they come back to finish my bathroom, and I'm going to let them, because if you've had construction, you know, just the noise and the people, it's a lot. And if they do show up Tuesday, I'll make it Wednesday. Because they're only going to come back one day. I'll be here either Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Until then, take care of yourselves, whatever that looks like. If that looks like doing some sanity stitching at night, doing some online shopping to refill your supplies, finishing up projects to keep promises to yourself, things like that. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I will be back again Tuesday at 2:30 New York time, possibly Wednesday, just depends on when construction's here. And happy quilting until then.